where's the one? That's a question that I've got used to hearing, and it usually means that I'm dealing with a bass groove that either doesn't accent beat 1, or as in this case, doesn't play on beat 1 at all. Have another listen. That was an example from my new book, Improve Your Groove, which has just been published by Fundamental Changes. The example was based on a Cuban tumbao rhythm. I'm going to talk a little bit about why that's a slightly confusing rhythm to play, and also how do you get better at playing grooves that don't accent or emphasize beat 1. A lot of the music that we hear on a day-to-day basis accents beat 1, and it's very easy to get into the habit of playing a very, very strong beat 1 every time we play. But it's a dangerous thing to get into because, as you can see, some grooves don't accent beat 1 and some don't play on beat 1 at all. So rather than using beat 1 as your framework for understanding how rhythms and grooves work, what's a better way of doing it? Well, a better way of doing it is to think about, am I playing on the beat or am I playing off the beat? Okay? In this case, let's think about our bar as being 4 beats and 4 off beats. Ta, ka, ta, ka, ta, ka, ta, ka. Ta is on the beat, ka is off the beat. Now that Cuban tumbao rhythm that I mentioned, that has only 2 notes in a bar, so it's actually quite a simple rhythm. But the thing that makes it confusing is that the first note is off the beat, the second note is on the beat, and neither of the notes is on beat 1. Here's the rhythm played slowly. Ta, ka, ta, ka, ta, ka, ta, ka. Okay? So you notice that the first note came on the second ka, and that's in between beats 2 and 3, and then the second note came on the 4th ta, which is on beat 4. So if you think about your grooves as being on the beat or off the beat, it's a much, much better way to get rhythmic accuracy. If you can place those notes really accurately on the off beat and really accurately on the beats, then you're going to groove really, really well, even when it's a tricky rhythm like this that doesn't accent beat 1. So how do you practice that? What do you do? Well, most people are pretty good at playing on the beat, but it's playing off the beat that they struggle with. So I've come up with a couple of examples, again from my book, Improve Your Groove, that help to accent off beats, or they help you to play off beats accurately. The first one, all I'm doing is I'm playing the first note on beat 1, and then every other note after that on the off beats. Ta, ka, ta, ka, ta, ka, ta, ka. Have a listen to it. This next example takes it one step further. It's a little funky bass groove that I've written that accents a lot of offbeats. It goes like this. Ta, ka, 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 ta, ka. Okay? So that's where the beats and the offbeats land. Have a listen to it. So once you really understand where those beats and those offbeats land and you can play them accurately, it's going to free you up to really groove even when you're coming up with your own bass lines. I'm going to finish where I started with that Cuban tumbao rhythm, and I'm just going to play for you a little bit, and I'm going to improvise a bit, but I'm going to keep that tumbao rhythm as the core of my improvisation. So if you'd like to go into this in more detail, then please check out my book, Improve Your Groove. There's so many different ways that you can play both on the beat and off the beat. And in the book, I go into a lot of these in detail. We talk about 8th note rhythms, 16th note rhythms, triplet feels, shuffle feels, swing feels. There's practical advice on how do you groove with drums and how do you play with a collective time feel in a group. There's over 140 audio examples, and there's also 5 play-along pieces at the end for you to really put this stuff into practice. I hope you enjoy it, and thanks for watching.